Alright everyone, welcome to another episode ng Grumperiodicals, our news highlights video series. As I mentioned before, ang goal natin sa series na to, aside from the fact na magbigay ako ng konting mga balita that I personally found interesting, is para makakwentuhan ko rin kayo. So kamusta na kayo? What have you been up to for the past 2 weeks? Marami ba kayo na trade sa PSE? Kamusta yung mga positions nyo? Have you been looking in other markets, crypto, forex, and what have you? Let me know in the description box below, no? Now, as always, before we begin, credit where credit is due lang. Shout out sa Mercado Barkada, Inquirer, Billionaires, Twitter feeds that I follow, and so on, no? I posted the links to those in the description box below in case gusto nyo rin silang sundan or gusto nyo i-check yung mga sources ko. Baka wala kayong tiwala, baka mali yung pagkabasa ko, at least pwede nyong i-double check, no? And you can make sure na tama yung mga pagkaintindi ko sa mga rini-report ko sa inyo. Okay? Now, magsimula tayo ulit sa coffee time since wala naman ako natanggap na reklamo from last time, no? So, since wala akong natanggap na reklamo, this will stay at the start of our segment para, as I said, tuloy-tuloy na yung mga news items natin mamaya. So, my main focus has still been on Forex. I'm still not enamored sa mga nangyayari sa PSE right now, no? But, meron naman ako na trade sa PSE this time around, and that was SPNEC. So, SPNEC, I initially got in at 1.47. Kung titignan nyo, when the chart was pulling back, yung 1.47 na yan, that was the last little high that we got prior to price breaking out and moving to the upside, paabot nung high niya at 2.30 something. So, my expectation was if price could come back and tag that area, we might see some type of reaction there. And we did. Okay? Pero dahil hindi nga mataas yung kumpiyansa ko sa merkado, hindi full position yung linagay ko sa pag-entry. I just added to my position nung nakita ko na may confirmation tayo along the way. So, at the end of the day, yung naging final na average ko dun sa position na yun was around 1.5, 1.51. Okay? I started selling off the majority of my position at 1.77. And the reason for that is meron akong resistance level nun at previous support which was at 1.8. So, binenta ko na at 1.77 yung karamihan ng hawak ko, pero nag-iwan ako ng runner. Runner meaning small position that I trimmed up along the way, and around 1.9 to 2 pesos na ubos ko na lahat yun, no? Hindi ko naabot yung pinaka quote-and-quote high niya prior to it pulling back and then essentially consolidating na to where we are right now, no? Sa Forex naman, the significant trades or the more notable trades that I took were GBP JPY. That was a very nice trade. I think it got me around 4 or 5 R, meaning if I risk 2% of my portfolio, then since 4 R or 5 R siya, I got 8% to 10% back, no? And then I also took Aussie dollar na short, so that's AUD/USD, and that went quite well. Okay, let's just say that went very well. I essentially almost got the high of the day. So when I shorted it to where I wanted it to go, medyo maganda talaga yung yield niya. So Forex markets have been very decent and maganda yung conditions niya for me based on the way I trade, more so than the PSE so far. So yun yung mas inaatupag ko. As I told some of my students, kapag mas maganda talaga ang isang market over the other, I tend to focus more of my attention there kasi dun yung mas madali eh. Bakit mo ipupukpok yung ulo mo sa pader, di ba? Bakit ka magpapakahirap? Siyempre dun ka sa mas madali. Okay? Tapos kapag ka gumanda na yung conditions sa PSE, or kunyari baliktad naman, maganda conditions sa PSE, di maganda yung Forex, and then nag-start na siya gumanda, then I can divert my focus once again. But for now, the majority of my focus remains in FX, and that will only change if I feel na talagang mas nagiging bullish na ulit tayo sa PSE. Okay? Now, on to our news items, no? So, news item number 1, VREIT or si Villar, he files for a 9.2 billion IPO na REIT, no? Na REIT. So, wala pa pong complete details regarding this particular REIT na IPO, and if and when we get them, you guys can rest assured na mag-release tayo ng video about it. for now, it's just something to look forward to. I think kung tama pagkaalala ko, this could happen sometime around June, July, August, mga ganon. Okay, somewhere around that time. But again, don't quote me on that. Wala pa namang final details. Hintayin po muna natin yung mga detalye bago tayo mag-delve further into yung VREIT. Okay? Etong VREIT na to, ang sure lang natin so far is hindi na siya parang crit or hindi na siya kumbaga unique in the sense na balik tayo sa typical properties. Okay? So, that's our news item number 1. News item number 2, oil prices continue to fluctuate, mostly to our detriment. So parang tumaas yung presyo ng oil, tapos ng gas, no? The gas, diesel, what have you. Then last week, bumaba ng konti. Then this week, tumaas na naman. Parang can't make up its mind, no? Medyo nakaka-frustrate din. Kasi it doesn't feel like we're really getting help when it comes to oil prices. Parang yes, there's some subsidies na nakukuha yung mga public vehicles, but even that isn't a lot. Okay? So, I hope na mas may tulong na maibigay sa ating mga mamamayan, no? When it comes to this. Kasi kung hindi, parang it's crazy. Parang, di ba yung prices nga ng gas, yung nagre-reflect sa mga billboard nila ngayon, basta for 1/2 liter na lang. Kasi parang ina-anticipate na nila na magiging triple digit yung price ng gas per liter. Di ba? It's crazy. So hopefully, magawa naman ng konting paraan para matulungan ng karamihan dito sa patuloy na kaguluhan sa oil prices natin, no? Hopefully, it settles down sooner rather than later kasi talagang hindi nakakatuwa yung nangyayari. Okay, kayo ba naapektuhan din kayo nito? Let me know, no, in the comment section below. Kwentuhan nyo rin ako how you feel about this. Or baka masaya naman kayo na tumataas yung presyo ng oil, no? Na ako lang pala yung na-frustrate. Kwentuhan nyo ako, ha, in the comment section below. News item number 3. North Star Meat Merchants Inc., who's a major supplier of meats to SM supermarkets, will be launching a 4.5 billion IPO set for June. Okay? Again, hindi pa po finalized to. Pwede pa siyang ma-delay. Pero I think when it comes to cold chain supplies, okay, meaning ang tinatout naman nila is nakakapag-deliver sila ng meat all over, di ba? Kumbaga national coverage. Tapos maganda yung logistics, maganda yung storage. So when it comes to that, this IPO is different. Parang wala pa tayong ganitong type of company sa PSE right now. Now, how well the market reacts or receives this particular IPO remains to be seen, no? In fact, since it's still a little bit away, we don't know what the market's gonna look like by the time June or whenever this wants to come out rolls around. Diba? After all, the PSE can just delay yung mga IPOs indefinitely, like yung sa Raslag, diba? And wala tayong magagawa. Hintay mode lang tayo. But for now, it's supposedly set for around June, no? Are you looking forward to this? Okay? Ako personally, my interest is a little piqued just because it's a different type of company. But again, we need to wait and see kung ano yung mga further details na lalabas regarding North Star Meat Merchants Inc. Now, news item number 4. The White House is set to propose a new minimum tax on billionaires. Now, typically, kung napapansin nyo, I tend to veer away from mga news ng ibang mga bansa, no? Syempre, ibang bansa naman yun eh. What happens to them may or may not happen to us. Pero with this particular issue, na-pique lang yung interest ko kasi I want to see kung talaga nga bang number 1, may implement nila ng maayos. And number 2, kung magiging maganda ba yung epekto overall ng pag-implement nitong minimum tax on billionaires. Talaga ba makakatulong siya? 'Di ba? Mararamdaman ba ng greater majority yung effect nung pag-set ng bagong minimum tax? And if so, kunyari maganda nga yung maging epekto, I'm curious to see kung mai-implement din siya dito sa atin eventually. Diba? Tayo naman, madalas kung kunwari may nakikita tayong maganda na ginagawa sa ibang mga bansa, we re-implement it here din eh. Diba? Hopefully, kung talaga nga maging maganda ang epekto nito at i-adapt nga natin siya dito, maging maganda rin yung tulong sa ating lahat, no? Hindi siya maging well, wag na lang natin sabihin hindi maganda, no? But sana lang maging maganda ang epekto niya at maging very helpful siya to all the citizens. Okay? And then finally, it's not really a news item, but it's something that I discovered recently. So there's an MIT course exploring blockchain technology's potential use to change the world of money and finance that's currently free, 100% free for consumption. Okay? So I am not gonna talk much more about this kasi syempre, isang buong course yan eh. Ang masasabi ko lang is I've watched some of the videos and they are very interesting, they are very educational, and I highly encourage that you explore this as well, lalo na since libre naman siya. I've included the link to this lecture, to this course, in the description box below para sa inyong lahat, no? So please feel free to explore this course and hopefully makatulong siya sa inyo. Siyempre, kung magaling na kayo sa blockchain technology, then baka mas konti yung matutunan nyo from this. Pero for me personally, marami ako natututunan from watching it. Okay? So guys, dito po nagtatapos yung Grumperiodicals natin. I hope kahit papano ay may napulot naman po kayo sa pinag-usapan natin, no? And if so, I would really appreciate it if you give this video a like and consider subscribing to my channel. And as always guys, maraming salamat po sa panonood. I really appreciate it. Good luck and happy trading!